Hey guys, hope you're all doing okay. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a showcase of a new purchase we did the other day. It's a John Deere Set 54.5 zero-turn mower that we recently got. And the reason why we got it is we've had a couple of Toro mowers for I don't know how many years, but wear and tear has been catching up with them. And the fact that we had a little accident with a tractor driving over one of them made us in a really poor situation when it comes to lawnmowers. So both of them are currently in repairs, and we don't really know when we'll get them back because we don't have any like Toro dealers in my area. So it's kind of left up for the local repair guys to try and figure out what to do with it. The deck was bent and the ignition was destroyed. And the other Toro we had was, I think it was the gear axle or something that has been damaged. So that left us with no option but to buy one. So it was either this one or it was a John Deere smaller version, 535, I believe, and a Kubota. So we decided to go for the John Deere. I have not used John Deere before. For me, I can't get, excited about lawnmowers, even though we are a turf grass producer. Like, this is just an evil necessity as far as to cut the lawn. But my opinion is we had, back in the days, we had a front mower. I think it was a Stiga, and that was just a beauty when it comes to cutting down the grass. These ones are fine. I won't give a review on these zero-turn mowers, but the problem with a zero-turn mower is that you will have the front wheel pushing down the grass, and then you have the motor, the mower deck, trying to cut what has already been pushed down by the front tires, and you don't have that problem with a front attached mower deck. So the size is good. It's a 48-inch board, 3 knives, and I believe it is a 700 and something cc engine. So there's a lot of power, and more or less you would use this if you have, I believe, around 2 acres or more of lawn. There's a little bit on the oversight if you have below 2 acres, and we have the area around here which is only a half an acre, but down at the beach where we have the campsite, we have actually a couple of acres of lawn that needs to be cut. So for that purpose it's okay to have a zero-turn mower. And also the reason behind having a front mower is when you have a lot of bushes and trees, it's easier to get access between trees and bushes and hedges when you have a front attached mower. So I will put a picture up in the video so you all know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to do a full review. I just wanted to start it up and have a go. It's the first time I'm using it. We got it 2 days ago. It's nothing too fancy. An ignition. You have the lowering deck system here where you can adjust the height. Ignition. The start button for the mower deck is here, and also the throttle, which is in the minimal if you're driving, and you have an economy, and then you have a max. Quite simple. It's basically they're all the same, these mower. So there's nothing too fancy. So I kind of like to keep it easy and simple. As with any other things, it's the maintenance that has to be followed, and 3 things there is all the bands driving the motor, and of course the mower deck. That's one thing. The other thing is to sharpen the knives every now and then, and of course keep an eye of the oil level, and then you should be good to go. And also there's a lot of, I guess there are a few lubrication points to put in grease, but other than that it should be very standard, very simple to operate. So yeah, that concludes the cutting for today. I guess I spent like 1.5 hours or something just trying to jump off and on the mower to get the recordings okay. But it's not much to say really. It's like the Toro machines we had. It's more or less the same. So a couple of things you probably notice is the speed in which I was driving. I've seen on YouTube people cutting the lawn and they're going like full blast. You shouldn't really do that because you don't cut the grass properly, and so it becomes very like uneven. And the other thing we have done with the mower is actually to remove the spout, and we don't really like the spout because we live in a very windy area, and if you have that spout and it kicks out on the side, you will just get it in the face. So we put the cover on there to don't get all the grass in our faces. But other than that, it's a good machine. As I mentioned, I prefer the front attach mower. You can see that when I was driving, I was overlapping. Not overlapping. I was actually not using the whole width of the mower. So I was driving in the wheel line from the previous cutting, so to avoid to press grass down. There's one thing I didn't mention is it actually comes with LED lights, which is probably quite handy if you're planning of doing mowing in the dark. We don't do that. We don't really have it doesn't really get dark here in the evenings, so it's around 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning it starts to get really dark during the summertime. So I don't think we have the need for the lights. But other than that, it's a good mower, comfortable to drive. I like the button feature with the throttle system. You can easily adjust down to the minimum and economy mode, which I was using. I think the full blast mode is when you have really tall grass. That was not the case today, so I probably will just drive in the economy mode from now on. Good job. But you can see the problem when you have a zero turn mower is that when you have trees like this and a lot of small trees, it's kind of difficult to get in between, even though I have spaced out the trees here so we can actually drive through them. Having a front attached mower is way better when you're having a garden with a lot of trees. So I will probably talk a little bit more about it once we have got used to it. It's not really much to get used to, but when wear and tear kicks down, it's I think that's when you can give a proper review. The Toros are okay, and I know a lot of guys are like loving Toro, and that's the go-to equipment when it comes to lawnmowers, but it's hard to say. I can't really get excited about these machines. Other than that, it's evil necessity that we have to spend money on, and we do have quite a lot of lawn, so yeah, there's having a hand pushed one is not an option. So I guess it's a good purchase. So yeah, I will let you know further down the line what I think when the wear and tears start to kick in. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.